So, Mr. Mahlmann, welcome, and please proceed if you can for 5 minutes. If you feel that you want to add some things, perhaps we could come back. When we come back at 2:30, we could do it at that time.
Senator, I'll be within a minute of the 5 minute.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, my name is Karsten Mahlmann. I'm chairman of the Chicago Board of Trade. The Board of Trade has over 3,600 members who've been rocked this year by widely publicized allegations against 22 individuals. And all the attention paid to these 22 individuals, little or no attention has been given to the vast balance of our membership, which has continued to carry out the vital business which is done each day and night on our exchange. A prime example of our members' continued performance occurred Sunday evening. The Board of Trade's evening hours market, inaugurated 2 years ago to cover early morning trading hours in Japan, was the first worldwide market to open following last Friday's 190-point stock market drop. In an atmosphere of great international uncertainty, the 700 to 800 members standing in our trading pit Sunday evening handled a record volume of over 285,000 contracts, representing an underlying value of $28 billion in US Treasury debt in a one-tick market. Worldwide investors were able to seek the security of the US Treasury market Sunday night, quickly and efficiently, providing reassurance to investors all over the world and setting a tone of calm and orderliness, which I believe influenced the operation of markets throughout the world yesterday. Our markets are a national asset. Any primary dealer participating in US Treasury auctions before 1977 will state that the bid-ask spread for cash Treasury bonds before our Treasury bond futures market started was $300. In 1989, when our bond volume soared to nearly 300,000 contracts per day, that spread is $30. Our markets allow the U.S. government to market its debt more efficiently to primary dealers and more economically than ever. This service provides a major savings to U.S. taxpayers. Worldwide demand for our services has also given rise to unprecedented and determined competition from foreign sources. On December 1st of this year, the Tokyo Stock Exchange will start trading a carbon copy of our U.S. Treasury bond futures contract. Japanese investors already own 30% of the U.S. debt, and now Japanese institutions will have their own U.S. Treasury bond contract, which they can trade by their own rules to accompany this huge ownership in America. In effect, the Japanese will not only own our debt, but U.S. bond prices and the interest rate that we pay may be determined in Tokyo. Please understand me, I do not mention foreign competition to suggest that we sacrifice U.S. market integrity in the interest of increased volume or lower cost. I mention it because, one, we deceive ourselves if we think we cannot lose this industry overnight to an aggressive foreign competition. And number two, the irony would be that we would lose ground to markets that provide substantially less in the way of customer protection and market integrity than we provide in the U.S. Like Senator Leahy said, and we corroborate, we want a workable system that is honest, efficient, effective, and fair. We rely on the committee's skill and moderation to draft legislation that preserves our market's efficiency while reinforcing their integrity. No one takes the charges that have been leveled in the recent grand jury indictments as seriously as we do, the leadership and the members of the Chicago Board of Trade. But the worst outcome of this reauthorization process would be to use the indictments as a foundation for imposing audit trail standards utterly incompatible with a liquid market, or raising costs of access to our customers by imposing new and unwarranted taxes on our markets. I fear the bill, as introduced, does both these things, and I will flatly state that our markets could not have performed as they did Sunday night if such a standard had been in place. Second, the service fee provision also is problematic. At a time when the futures industry is shouldering the substantial cost of market reforms, a new CFTC fee could be used to fund the agency's entire budget could constitute a crushing burden and a competitive handicap. In the past years, we have devoted a substantial percentage of Board of Trade staff and resources to improve our market surveillance program. Since January '89, our surveillance budget has been increased by $1.1 million to fund a major expansion of computerized audit trade and audit programs to 100%, as opposed to 10% previously, of all trades. We have increased our surveillance staff by 30%. We have adjusted and submitted for CFTC rule approval measures that would tighten trading card submission schedules and eliminate practices or procedures that lead to even the suggestion of abuse. We are now testing a computerized order entry system that times the entry of every customer order to the nearest second. And we're also making steady progress on a broker workstation that will further pinpoint the time of all order executions. Work on both projects is now at advanced stages. As a major part of our enhancement of open outcry trading, we have joined with our major competitor, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, to develop jointly at a cost of $5 million, with significant additional implementation costs, a tamper-proof handheld terminal which will electronically record each trade in an unimpeachable audit trail. Through our combined efforts, resources, and determination, we and the Chicago Mercantile believe such a measure can be implemented in less than 3 years, thereby striving to meet the standards set by this committee, a feat that technology could not have foreseen for highly liquid markets even 2 years ago. Members of the committee, if I could leave you with 4 points, they would be: number one, we are currently better, more comprehensively regulated than any markets in the world. Number two, steps are being taken and can be taken to substantially enhance the level of market integrity without impairing market performance. Point number three, we can lose this vital business, which American enterprise and know-how have single-handedly fostered. And point number four, we want to work with you to continue to have the most honest, efficient, and liquid markets in the world. We ask only that the Congress employ a sense of balance in drafting its reauthorization measures and recognize that markets are delicate mechanisms, not to be regained once lost. Congress has the power to weaken our markets, but it has the opportunity, and we hope the wisdom, to preserve our markets' national value and to make them even stronger. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mahlmann.